Hello everyone, Wenzeltron here, back again on Heroes of the Storm. And first of all, I wanted to say thank you all for joining me. This is going to be the second or so video of 2017. And the last year, or it was like 6 months of me doing YouTube, was pretty fantastic. Obviously, my channel hasn't been around for very long, but anyone who has watched my videos and continue to watch my videos, thank you all for joining me. It really means a lot, and I love playing this game. And the reason you're seeing KT on my screen right now is because of how much I've actually started to play this game again since the most recent patch with the meta shakeup of Diablo and all that stuff. And most notably, the change to Team League is now 2, 3s, and 5s. So I've been playing a lot more of that, so I get a wider view of what are people playing in this game other than just what I play in my small group of friends in Quick Match. And one of the people that I keep popping up, and you always see them, and they do utterly fantastic, and that is going to be KT. And the build I'm going to show you is kind of the higher level one, I would call it. So the build I'm probably going to show you today is going to be considered a higher level talent because you go Convection at level 1. It's basically his Q build, and I'm trying to see, like, I always thought Jaina has come back up, and I just did the video on Li Ming, and Li Ming's really strong as well. But KT used to be amazing with his W build with Living Bomb and just doing so much damage with it. But since then, he got changed and tweaked and tweaked and tweaked and then fell off the planet from the Nerf Hammer. And now, I don't know, like, I feel like he can come back pretty hard, especially with these big heavy front lines now. He may be looking to come back into the meta, or at least in certain situations at least. So we're going to give it a shot today. I'm not too good on KT yet, but I've been having a lot of fun with him so far, especially with a group setting. That being said, I'm not playing in a group setting right now, so we don't know what the team is going to be like when we get in the game. So let's get to it, peeps. Alrighty, everybody, we have landed on the Haunted Mines. And we have, let's see our teams. We have Medivh, Samro, Kael'thas, Johanna, Muradin versus Li Ming, Gul'dan, Kerrigan, Chen, Ragnaros. So they do have a triple melee front line with 2 in the back. And then we have a duo front line as well, and a Medivh. So I should be protected pretty well, even though they have Kerrigan and Chen who can dive on me pretty easy. I think we should be okay. The worst is when you're going as stealth as KT in solo queue, but we can make it work, I think. And I apologize if I sound a little weird. After the New Year's, I woke up and my voice, or my throat was a little weird all day yesterday, and it's finally feeling a little bit better today. But level 1, we're going to go Convection. It's my Q quest talent, so I have to hit 20 heroes with my Q, and then I get a damage bonus at the end. I just missed it there. I'm going to use Living Bomb on Chen, and I'm going to try and go away. Hitting Li Ming with a Q there. I'm going to throw my tornado. Just missed it. I'm going to another Living Bomb on Chen. The goal is that if I put my Living Bombs on Chen, he'll walk back into his team and spread it. Oh, just missed it again. And I'm already out of mana. So that's another thing about KT, is he is mana hungry. I'm also positioning quite I'm just going to keep pressuring him if he's going to just continue to attack me. I'm going to kill him. Nice. So that's a kill on Chen. We did lose our Samurai up top. I also did want to mention, since you do have a Samurai on our team, if Samurai had been on the other team, KT is great to lane against him because of the Living Bomb spread. I've had teams where we have a Samurai on our team. He goes in against the KT. All KT has to do is use a Living Bomb, and he can utterly annihilate the lane. I just got stunned. That was pretty bad on my part. But he does such a good counter damage to Samuro just by blowing up his clones, and then those clones just spread the bombs. And it's really hard to, like, separate them unless you go the way of illusion, but that's not until level 10, so there's really no way to, like, be safe from that at all. So I went back real quick to get mana, since I was just spamming all of my abilities as much as possible. I'm just going to ping danger there. I'm actually going to take the safe mine here. And before, you used to want to go the when you use your trait. So his trait is called Verdant Spheres, and it makes your abilities more powerful. So for the Q, you probably already saw it, it changes the area, so it's much larger. And then for the W, Verdant Spheres makes the ability cost no mana, and it automatically resets it. I'm gonna use my tornado. Nope, Chen just got away. And I hit him with that. I'm gonna wait real quick. Going to go Netherwind here, level 4. Gonna stun Chen and just auto tag him down. That's 2 kills on Chen for me, and as you can see, I'm already doing 6,000 damage. I'm gonna go back and get mana, or health, rather. And then we could probably defend. Our team doesn't have much damage. They're gonna be basically relying on me and KT, or me and Samuro, excuse me, I'm KT, to do as much damage as we can. And to explain Netherlands, since every time I'm trying to explain these things, so this increases the range of my E, which I'm not very good at yet, and then it refunds the mana as well. So we're positioning really strongly in here. They're very grouped. Chen is on me. I might not be able to get out of this. I need to leave. Their Chen is going to be doing a good job later, as depending on how he builds himself, he could probably do a lot of damage to me. Yeah, he's building, I think, damage Chen. I'm going into the mill shaft, and then looks like Samuro is going to fall now. He was in by himself and on the wrong side of the map as well. Chen's overextending himself, which is fine. I'm gonna zone with my Q and picked up another kill on Li Ming. I'm really focusing on not dying here. That is the number one goal. Since I'm not really good at landing my skill shots as of yet, I just don't want to die. And we come out with 49 to 51. The enemy team is a little bit higher than us, but we should be okay. I'm gonna help Samuro just by throwing a Q and a W on one of those guys, and then heading bottom. So the first talent, I'm already 11 stacks. And what it does is, for every time you hit an enemy with your Q, it increases the damage up to 100. And then once you complete it, you gain 100 damage, and it no longer uses that bonus if you die. So basically, if you're dying early game with KT, you're not playing this build correctly. Because you don't want to lose that bonus, because it makes your Q absolutely just tank people. And it already does a lot of damage baseline. Right now, at this level, it's already doing 421, which is amazing. And to also remember that Living Bomb is a pretty short ability, so you've got to go in. You've got to be careful with it. That's why it's better to be used on the dive heroes rather than the backline. Oops. Pressing Control S on accident there. I'm going to use my Q on the backline. Minions there, just so they're not getting any more value. And there we go. Cleaned up that. And Johanna did die top sim with Medivh since we had no damage, but we did get the Kerrigan kill as well. I'm not exactly sure what. It did say minions. Oh, they must have been doing this camp. Come on, Murden. There we go. Living Bomb. Finished him off there. Gonna help just kill that, and then I'm gonna go for Li Ming. I want Murden to stun so I can use mine. Just like that. Easy kill. Waiting for the setup from the friendly team to get an easy pick. And now I'm going to go for Rag since he is the slowest one. Actually, I'm going to set up my Q because my last talent I just picked is multiple targets. And right there, you just saw how much damage that Q just did to Ragnaros. Gonna stun Chen. He's just melted. He's already over half of his health's gone. I was just waiting for my trait to come off a cooldown and use it on that minion wave. We have no minions, so we shouldn't be going any farther into this. So I'm at 16 out of 20. I can... Okay, I'm fine. I can peel if necessary. So I'm gonna hit the Sippy Cup. Good thing it wasn't destroyed. It was almost though. And we're gonna try and get in the mines. It looks like the enemy team is probably already in the mines, so I'm gonna go on our side of the map. We're about to hit 10. And I'm gonna go Phoenix as always. They did tweak Pyroblast so it has a shorter cast time, but I wouldn't say that is the go-to at all. Yet. If they keep tweaking the ability. I need to leave. I do not want to die. I have 17 out of 20. Dying now is a really bad idea. We had half of our team not there. Muradin is fine. He just got up. I'm just going back because I can't use the Sippy Cup. Didn't realize I had already used it. Muradin is okay. Oh yeah, I also found out a bug. When you ping on this map now, it shows that auto pathing over here. You can see on the right, and it messes up and shows that I'm going through the map. It's kind of funny. I gotta be careful. Yep, I'm just gonna leave.
More bones for the mines.
And that's a dead Li Ming, but I couldn't kill him fast enough to save Muradin, unfortunately. And we weren't even down here at all, so we didn't get any of the skulls. It could be considered a misplay on our part, but I mean, I couldn't really worry about it because I am KT and I have to be with my team as much as possible, so it is what it is. That's another kill that I picked up. 19 out of 20 on my convection. I'm feeling like I'm playing pretty good. I was worried at what kind of game I would get with this because I historically am not a mage player, but I'm trying to expand my hero pool recently, and it's been a lot of fun, to be honest. I'm gonna use my Phoenix since looks like they're trying to get in here. The cool thing about Phoenix too is it only has a 60-second cooldown, so it's one of the shorter heroic abilities in the game, and it provides such good utility of just zoning enemies out of the way. We got that, but it wasn't that big. I actually don't know why we're going to Li Ming. Oh, maybe that's why. That's cool, and there we go. I finished my convection talent. So I do 200 bonus damage, and even more when there's a enemy team. We need to defend top. I don't know why we're not going top. And the lava wave is now coming from the enemy rag, which won't get them any value. Alright, I'm gonna come up. Defending. Alright, Rag has taken over that fort, so it's really not worth staying. Right now I'm just waiting for the timer to go down. He's about halfway. Using Phoenix now just for extra zoning. At this level I go Pyromaniac. So for every time my Living Bomb does its damage over time, and this works as it spreads too, it reduces the cooldown on the rest of my abilities. And hit Sippy Cup before it dies. Oh no, Muradin just died from Li Ming. I may be tunnel visioning. I don't know what you guys think here, but it's not worth usually like tunnel visioning and getting a kill when there's an objective free pushing, because all that does is get them more value, even if you do kill them, because it takes you that much longer to clean up the camps, or the objectives, that is. So usually like after objectives, people are starting to get camps on this map, or at least it feels like it. I'm not sure if that's like the meta or anything, or if there even is a meta that's developed for this map yet. Putting Phoenix out, putting Living Bomb on Kerrigan, she should die. I stopped wasting time on Chen because Chen's doing his job by distracting everyone. Samara almost killed Gul'dan. Now we have a super wave pushing top. We did not lose anyone, which is amazing. Li Ming is dealing Li Ming damage. There's a lava wave coming our direction. We did lose Samuro. Oh, I missed. Just barely missing Gul'dan though. Could have worked out. Two seconds on an E. So that was the empowered, excuse me, wow. That was the empowered version of my E, which allows it to pick up more than one target. I think it can hit 3. Hold Alt for more. Oh, cool, that's cool. Yeah, up to 3 targets when you have... don't want to get hit by those boulders. I'm gonna get Hearth, and then I'm gonna say all mines this time. And a smiley face for good measure. We're doing pretty good, I would say. We're a little bit low. We're about to lose 16 by a half a level, but not too bad, I don't think. Kerrigan is bottom. It looks like our team should be able to collapse on them, which I'm doing right now. And a panic ult was used as well. We're not going to get much, unfortunately. I have my ult. I'm going to ping it. Did I have it? Letting my huge front line be big bodies. Looks like they're just going to forego going mines right now and just probably push lanes. And if I were the enemy team, I would probably do that rather than forcing a fight. Looks like Chen is looking for me. I'm just going to run into my team here and try and be as safe as I can. Chen is on this side of the map. Looks like Samro's trying to force him out, which he's doing. Fine with me. Honestly, the enemy team wasted its level 16 advantage there, so it's fine. And at this level, we're just going to go Fury to Sunwell. And this ability, I've seen people... Everyone is so used to the Q exploding once that when you get this secondary explosion, people don't realize. I'm using my Phoenix now just for zoning. I'm pinging for a team. We need to defend. Our team, I mean, we got 2 kills out of that, and we probably should get the Rag, because he's actually not even hitting... Well, he might be able to kill her with the meatball. I'm coming. Help. Ah, wasn't able to make it in time. We did get kills, so their push should be hindered pretty good here, but they do have Rag, so if Rag takes over the fort, it could make things a little bit difficult. So Rag has now used his trait on that dead fort there. So it should be alright. So you can see his range right about here. So it ends like right at the edge of our turret. But that ability, the meteor one, can still hit us. As long as I don't stand in a straight line. If I see it coming, it should be okay. And then late game, I would say KT's scaling late game is amazing. Because he can start clearing lanes and defend really, really well. I'm not doing the most hero damage anymore just because I've been prioritizing defending for my team than other things, but for the most part, I wouldn't be doing too bad. So as you can see, my damage is pretty nice. We don't have everyone here, so I don't know why we're fighting. We have lost both of our tanks. Don't want to die. Our tanks ran into that fight without making sure everyone was ready to go into that. And then our Samuro decided to go in and Bladestorm after the fact, which was a little bad. I'm just going to defend. I got top pushing in our favor so they can't get as much value there, because they would have definitely taken that siege camp after that team fight had won. So it's not too horrible. Gotta dodge that. Just gonna kill this siege giants as fast as possible. KT is one of the few mages other than Jaina. Rather, I mean, all of the mages used to have really good lane clear, But then Li Ming came out the gate so strong that they slowly nerfed her lane clear potential more and more just because of her reset potential. And now KT and Jaina both all have that ability to lane clear really well. One of the few, honestly. So they're over here. We need to be careful. They're actually in the mines with Medivh. We can probably force a team fight here. They're not 20 yet. We're on the same talent tier. Ripping group. I have my ult. So I'm going to use it behind the enemy team like so. I'm taking a lot of damage from Li Ming because she positioned really well. And Chen took me out, doing what his job is supposed to do. Did a great job separating me from the enemy team. That is going to be my first death of this game. Li Ming was positioned somewhere over here, and she was able to land a disintegrate through our team like so, where the rest of their team was up here, and then that gave them superior positioning on us. Even though she did die, it gave them the necessary advantage to take me out first. I think Samuro was late as well, so that also didn't help. So we were engaging to a 4v5. Our Medivh is having positioning issues as well because we have leaping characters on both sides of the team. And basically what I've been doing is just been really more passive than aggressive with this positioning for the most part. So as you can see there, my Q is already, since it has that 200 damage bonus, I'm able to clear these waves with one hit. My Q is hitting for 875 right now on every target. I vote getting all the camps right now because we have no way of I'm looking at what causes. Okay, so it is. So when you use Medivh's E, or oh gosh, that hurts. Forget how strong Ragnaros' Q is. You should die now. No problem. And at level 20, we're gonna go Flamethrower. So this is where I would say he turns into a real, like turns on to 11, because of I'm almost dead from that firework. So I can use that from so much farther now. I need to just do that to get Chen away from me. And I'm using my Phoenix just to keep running away. All Chen needed to do there was literally Q me and I was dead. Unfortunately, I think our tanks, what they're doing is going in a little too hard. Overextending themselves, so the enemy team is picking them off. I'm gonna use ult. Fine, if you want to disrespect me, I'll disrespect you, Chen. But this is gonna be a game probably right here. Unfortunately, not the way you'd want it to. But not all games go the way you want them to, unfortunately. But I'm still learning KT, and I think he's a good character to add to your toolkit right now. He can definitely do a lot of damage still. But it's all about mastering those Q hits early on and not dying. So I wound up doing... Wait until the game screen does its loading stuff. Alright, let's see if I got on there. There we go. So I got the most killing spree of the game. And then we'll look at the stats real fast. And then we will call it a day, peeps. Alright, for the stats. I had 8 kills, 12 assists, only 1 death, which is really good for a Kael'thas, I'd say. And 92,000 siege damage with 44,000 hero damage. This is not a spectacular number, but because they do have the dive, it makes it a little bit harder to defend or land your Qs as much as that. When you have slower opponents like Diablos and things, and Dihakas, where they have to walk into the enemy team, it's a little bit better for landing your damage, but still a respectable amount. It had the most experience on our team as well. And then for the talents, we're going to go with Convection. This is the center focal point of the entire build. If you cannot get the reward on this as fast as possible, you will not perform as you should with this. And then Nether Wind at level 4. So this ability is just empowers your gravity lapse, so you can hit people from farther away, which is amazing. Setting up those combos. And then you burn flesh so that you can deal... Oh, whoa! I actually thought it was just more damage. But this actually is a percentage health damage ability as well. Common theme to all these characters I've been playing is percentage health damage. I didn't realize how strong this actually was. Heavy front lines will definitely fall against this. And then Phoenix, because of its zoning potential, is just too good. And it also splashes a little bit as well. Pyromaniac, so you get your basic abilities faster after you use Living Bomb. So you get Living Bomb and then you try to spam your Qs out as much as possible. Flamestrike, so you get the Fury of the Sunwell, is just another explosion afterwards. This will trip people up if they don't know how Kael'thas works. They'll think it will go away after the first one and walk back into the second one. And then the last ability, which is what honestly I think makes this build even more amazing at level 20, is you get a 40% increase to your Flamestrike range. And if you hit 2 or more heroes, this is reduced by 4 seconds. The ability itself, double checking y'all, is on a 7-second timer. So that's pretty amazing. I just lost connection to Heroes of the Storm. Really strange. Well, it's not too bad. Anyways, that'll be it for today, peeps. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Kael'thas video, and yes, I didn't play too spectacular, wasn't a win, but I still think I got to show off what I wanted to, and now I gotta go relog back into here for some reason. Strange. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to check out some of my other videos that are now showing up on screen. See you later, peeps.